Third Phase Moon. Blake Cousins here. We're going over it right now. Jack is with us. In-depth conversation and interview that I'm happy to broadcast right now live. Third Phase Moon. It's quite exciting when people want to come forward and share their stories. And Jack doesn't only share his story, he shares incredible videos over the past few months over here, right here at Third Phase of Moon. Jack, you there? Thanks for joining us.
Yes, I'm here. It's my pleasure to be here, Blake.
Okay.
Thank you for having me once again.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you. People have been asking what's been going down on the ranch, and we're gonna go over this. We got some time here. We got some time at Third Phase of Moon to go over this. Jack, man, you've been capturing some incredible stuff. What made you reach out to Third Phase of Moon from the beginning?
Well, I heard about the channel from my granddaughter when I had mentioned the things that I had been seeing amongst some of the members of my family, and for the most part, everybody thought I was crazy. And it just so happened that my granddaughter is a fan of your channel, and she said that that is a place where people from all over the world are posting things like this, and that I might find that I wasn't exactly alone in this issue. And so I did go to the site, and I saw things that really comforted me, quite frankly, because I no longer felt alone as far as these experiences that I had had.
Well, Jack,
I then sent you folks some footage, and we took it from there.
That's right. I think within 24 hours of the footage that you sent from, so far you've not exactly said where is your location where you shoot this stuff. Can you tell us? People want to.
Well, we're out in the Midwest. I will say that, but as specifically, I would rather not comment on the specific location for reasons regarding my safety and the safety of my family.
All right, so there's a lot of videos that have been coming in. You have neighbors that are saying the same things, and that's what's amazing. So let's start from the first video that you sent to us. It's a broad daylight sighting. You said this thing made a weird humming noise. Let's listen to the video right now. Okay, so let's start right now. There's horses that seem to react in a weird way. They take off. Explain this. You're on the ranch.
Well, that sound that came from that craft is what scared those horses, and it really did scare me. I must be honest with you on that. I had never heard a sound of that nature before or since, and I really, that event really made me question what I believe, what we all believe as far as what exists in this world and in this universe. And now, at this point, I honestly, I do think that we are not alone here. And there are some other beings that are involved with us here on this planet. And what they are up to, I do not know. But I can tell you that I'm seeing things on a regular basis that are nothing like anything that I have ever seen, even on television and in the movies. These things that I am seeing are out of this world.
Jack, hold on a sec. Let's get back to this video, the broad daylight, the sound. What compelled you to start filming this? Because this is the first video that you sent to us.
I wanted to capture what I was hearing and seeing so that folks would understand that I was not. Because for a moment there, I myself questioned my own sanity. I had no frame of reference to compare these events to, and I was quite startled by them. And so, fortunate enough to have the camera there and to capture that so that others would
all right, this is what's kind of cool.
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting, but I know that this is history already in the making. So you've explained to me that after you captured this broad daylight video, you went to the owner of the ranch right away and you shared to him the video. Before you shared it to Third Phase Moon, what did he say about it? What did he say about it?
Well, he really wasn't surprised, which surprised me. I actually thought that I didn't know. I wanted to. I felt an obligation to show him the video, but at the same time, I was a bit apprehensive. And after he saw the video, he was really quite nonchalant, and he mentioned that he had seen things on the ranch from time to time over the years as well, and that really took me for a loop. I didn't expect that, but I was relieved that it didn't seem to be something that was troubling him and that was going to cause me any problems as far as my employment in the area.
So when he saw this on Third Phase of Moon, did you share the link when we posted your video?
I don't know how to do these social media things that the kids are doing these days. I did a couple of things, but I'm not sure if I did or not. I know for a fact that I sent you folks the video. Beyond that, and showing the owner of the ranch, my granddaughter may have, among her friends, she may have shared the video. I imagine she did.
Jack, I want to interrupt. This is Brent Cousins speaking, and thanks for coming to the show. This is good that we have you on the line, and it seems like we're gonna get more information out of you. This is good. And my question to you is I'm happy that you have a granddaughter that's helping you out. Are you a single? Are you a married man? You family man?
Yes, I'm a happily married man of 34 years now.
Nice.
So, I have wife and several children. They're all grown now. Well, they're all nearly grown.
How much of this story have you told to your family or your wife, and what do they say or react to what you've been capturing?
Well, to be honest with you, my wife is not too impressed with my enthusiasms of capturing these crafts. She is worried that some kind of trouble is going to come to us from this. And so I've stopped really sharing much of this information with her because it has been a point of something that is causing problems between us. And so I know she really doesn't have any interest in the subject, not in the way that I do. And I don't think that she sees these things the way that I see them. We have different beliefs in terms of what exists in this universe and in this world.
Wow, Brent, good question. Thank you for that. Thank you, Jack. And, this is sensitive information. And I could understand when a spouse disagrees with what you're seeing in the skies, but you have this video, Jack. You have these videos. Is she just uh, doesn't want to deal with it? Has she had an encounter herself? Why is she
Well,
not?
I think that she is just afraid of the response that may come from these government agencies and whoever else that may be involved. In my opinion, there really seems to be an extraterrestrial presence here in these activities. Now, I hear on your channel a lot of discussion the reverse engineering
Yes.
of machines and devices, captured for alien crafts and so forth. This is the type of activities that are going on here. I do not know, but I know that these things are far more advanced and far more different than any of the shapes and sounds and materials that I have encountered in my lifetime. And I am truly perplexed. And at this point, my beliefs are changing day by day with these occurrences.
Okay, Jack. Yeah, we're looking at the videos that you've been submitting to us, and the people from around the world are amazed. I'm amazed. Brent, we really can't put our finger on what's going on over the area that you live in Montana, undisclosed area in Montana. But this is a incredible video evidence. So now, all of a sudden, which is great because we like confirmation. You have somebody that works on the ranch with you, somebody that lives close by. His name is Bruce. He's captured second angles of the exact same thing that you've been seeing. You've invited them down. Now there's a collaboration of different videos coming in of the same event. Now, this is cool. Where is Bruce? Can we talk to Bruce?
Well, you will have to ask him. I can ask him if he would like to contact you folks. He has shared with me some of the things that he has captured, and we have also gone out on several occasions and witnessed events together.
Well, that would be
now.
Great.
I do think that Bruce also has some reservation, but I cannot say for a fact that he will not communicate in some way with you folks. But we have talked about the issues regarding very advanced technology and the threats that may be associated with these things. And so he, as well as I, are just a little bit tenuous about how we and what way we can get involved with this.
When you first approached Bruce, your neighbor on the ranch, about this phenomenon going down, how did this collaboration start?
Well, Bruce and I actually had met at a coffee shop in town, and standing in line there, somehow the subject of UFO phenomenon came into the conversation, and I mentioned that I had some funny videos that I had captured up on the ranch, and he said he also had some very peculiar videos that he had captured. And so, being that we are neighbors, our properties are adjacent to one another. I said, "Wow, maybe he's captured a video of the very same thing that I'm capturing." And so we agreed to meet up and watch some of each other's material.
We're looking at the video right now. We're looking at it right now. It's quite amazing. Go ahead.
Yes, well, when we did finally meet up there and we were watching each other's videos, we came to the conclusion that both of us agree that this is very, very strange phenomenon that is beyond the earthly realms. This is extraterrestrial activities of some kind. Now, both of us believe that at this point. Now, what's really going on there? Nobody knows, as far as we can tell. There are others in the community that there are many rumors regarding
Really?
these vehicles that we are nearly commonly seeing now. At this point, we're seeing these things almost every week. And there are quite a few people in the community that have seen and have been talking about these things. And there are other sources of video as well, from what I hear. And so,
wow.
I'm very, very excited, but at the same time, I am a little bit afraid. I must admit, at times I am very afraid.
This is what I'm thinking
Every
about.
time I do become very afraid, shortly thereafter,
yes,
I find that there was nothing to be afraid of. And so I'm, in a sense, getting used to seeing things that I cannot explain, and perhaps dealing with this shock is getting a little bit easier, but I wonder what it is all going to lead to.
Well, Jack, that's what we need to find out. And I'm sorry, I don't have answers for you on this. But what I'm saying is that if the neighborhood's witnessing this stuff all around your area, you got to start a collaboration with these people. I would do this. I would start putting up signs or go on the bulletin board. If you've seen anything strange, contact you, Jack, because you've seen it. People are seeing it. The dining room tables over there in your area. What if you brought up the idea that there's extraterrestrials visiting us right now? What would be their thoughts?
Well, that is a very good question. I'd like to think that if there were extraterrestrials coming to our planet, that they would be here to help us in some way. Otherwise, I'd imagine we would have already been destroyed, because we are so far from anything out there that if they were able to get here, they would have to have some very advanced technology that would be far beyond anything that we have here.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that we pose absolutely no threat to any such extraterrestrial that would ever get here. So in that sense, I feel a little bit of comfort in the possibility that they really are here.
Let me ask you, when you're filming these things, you must be going, "Oh my God, I got it on video." What else does it feel like?
There's a lot of emotion that goes through my mind during these events. There is some euphoria at first when I see a glimpse of an object that I have never seen before, and very shortly thereafter comes the fear, because I have not seen this object before. I really don't know if it presents any sort of hazard or risk for my personal safety. And so a few ideas such as these go through my mind. In a sense, I am exhilarated, and I look forward to, at this point now, I am getting quite an adrenaline rush as I go out there in search, looking to see and find new peculiar objects. At the same time, I'm putting myself through an enormous amount of pressure, and my wife seems to think I'm going to give myself a heart attack, because at times come back and I am quite disturbed by these things, and I'm so glad that I now have a couple of other people to share these things with, and it makes me feel at least that I'm not crazy.
Jack, relax. Every time you see a UFO, please keep it calm, man. Keep it calm. You're not crazy. And wow, this is quite incredible. And Jack is joining us right here at Third Phase Moon, and this is something very special because Jack has worked very hard this past year, trying to do what I've told him to do. Get the footage, and now he's bringing a lot of stress on himself. But I know Jack is. Are you stressing? Do you really? Are you happy what you did? Are you happy that you're capturing these things?
It is. I really am. Overall, I am very happy. I I do not want to put myself through these stressful periods. Excuse me, but at the same time, I I am curious about these activities, and in a way, I am afraid, but at the same time, I'm not afraid, and I can't exactly explain how I can be afraid and unafraid at the same time. But it's something that is absolutely compelling. When I get that first glimpse, I get an adrenaline rush like a performer or an athlete or something. Uh, it's game time, and it's like I'm young again, and I'm truly living. I'm alive out there when I'm seeing these things. Even though I'm scaring the living crap out of myself sometimes,
Yep.
I really think that it's for me to see, and I'm going to continue to pursue it as long as I feel that I can safely do so.
Well, Jack, this has been amazing, and I'm glad you're up to this. I'm glad you're happy about what you're doing. Keep it calm, keep it cool.
Hey Jack, Brett here again. I want to ask you. There's a lot of debunkers out there. They're saying that there's what you're showing is drones, and I don't believe they're drones. Drones don't have these capabilities. But what say you to the naysayers out there that believe this is something conventional, something man-made?
Well, the only plausible man-made side to this story seems to be this talk of the reverse engineering, because I have not seen any aircraft by any military or government or private entity that can maneuver the way that some of these craft do. So this is something something else. This is something outside of what I knew previous to seeing these things. I would not have thought these things were real had I not captured them on film and had the verification from others who have also witnessed these things, because they are far, far outside of what we know.
Jack, can you give us the rancher's name, the owner of the ranch?
No, I cannot. He explicitly asked for his name and the specific location of the ranch not to be discussed, and I promise not do that. Now, as far as sharing the videos, he did not have a problem with that, but he does not want to get any attention that he doesn't need that might interrupt the activities that he has going on up there, as far as the government's desire to expand their activities, or whoever it is operating these facilities that are there, and the potential expansions that may occur, which owner is very much opposed to. And so he does not want any negative attention
Are you
come
talking
his
about?
way.
Are you talking about eminent domain?
Well, there has been a discussion of some type of expansion, and typically when scenarios of this nature, eminent domain does frequently arise. People around this area feel that they don't have any real protection as far as this expansion goes. They feel that if the military decides to expand, that they have no choice. And this is a burden that they are carrying regarding their something that I have heard several times from several landowners in the community.
All right. Okay. That was Jack. Jack, man, this is incredible. Thank you. I know you got to get back to your wife, but
Yes,
I
sir.
want to
It's
thank.
been my pleasure. I'm always glad to be a part of the conversation, and I want to thank you folks for spreading the word and giving us a place to share our stories, because I, quite frankly, was wondering if I might be crazy, but thanks
You're
to
not.
you folks, I know that there's a lot of things out there that cannot be explained, and I'm not the only one.
Jack, you're not the only one. There are millions of people out there. Thank you so much. Stay in touch with us right here at Third Phase of Moon. Appreciate it, Jack. Keep safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Keep healthy, too. Wow, that was Jack. And stay tuned for more updates from Montana. Blake Cousins, Brent, thank you. Everybody, stand by.
Tracking 3, fast-moving objects, origin unknown. Control, this is flight. We're tracking 3, fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
Flight, this is Control. Do you still have a visual on the 3 objects?